So, main idea of Flutter is, well, Flutter, right? You go to their website and you go to the very top, which you should be there already. There's this download button to download the actual SDK. Um, Once you do that, it's so Flutter itself, I think, is like about a gigabyte, and then same with Android Studio. All you really need to do is just download this. I believe I already downloaded it on this thing. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I have like Flutter already installed here, or sorry, downloaded here. What you want to do is just like extract it to wherever you want to extract. In my case, what I did was I extracted the zip to, I believe it's here. Yeah. So I just extracted it to my local disk drive. Honestly, you can just do it wherever you want. It doesn't actually matter that much. Um, the main idea is just being able to find your like bin folder because that's what we're going to use to set up your environment variable. Sorry, environment variables. Yeah. Then the other thing is Android Studio. Just download it, and then I already downloaded mine. And then we'll go through the installation process together. I haven't installed it yet, so you can do that. So once you get like Flutter extracted and everything, you want to go into the Flutter folder, right? And you need to go to this bin folder. And then just copy this path. This path is important because it's gonna, whenever you run any like Flutter commands in your command line, Windows is going to look for, okay, where's Flutter installed? And then it's like, oh yeah, okay, Flutter's installed in this location here on your computer. So you want to copy that and then go to environment variables. So if you like just search environment in like Windows, right? You go here into environment variables. And then there's this thing called path for user variables. If you double click that, and then you paste the actual path in here, that's basically going to tell Windows, like this is where you're telling Windows, hey, go check these paths. Like, see, I have one for FFmpeg, I have another one for VS Code. But yeah, it's just like telling Windows, hey, go do it here. And then once you do that, you should be able to, I believe, actually, I can probably just use terminal. Yeah, I have Windows terminal. Yeah. You should be able to run Flutter Docker, which is basically the way to check whether Flutter is running properly or not on your computer. It's gonna take a bit. Yeah. Ooh, I almost forgot. Okay, there's one more thing we need. There's Git. So yeah, we want to download Git as well. So let me just put this in chat. Where is it? Oh, here. Cool. So yeah, you want to download Git as well. This is a pretty simple process. Just download for I do not. Actually, yeah, wait, I don't think I've downloaded it. Nice. Yeah, download Git. Just run through the installation process. It's pretty simple. We'll go through it here now as well. And then you also want the Java JDK. I think I downloaded that already. Yes, I did. Okay. And so yeah, you click on this download button and I think it goes to a new page. Yeah. And then if you scroll down the Windows x64, 64-bit machines, download that and run the installation. So I think I've already done that. I hope I've already done that. I can't remember. Java anywhere. We'll just run it again anyways, but yeah. Yeah, so this is like the Git installation. I'm just gonna download it to the wherever like the default is. I use VS Code, so I'm just gonna put that to VS Code. You can put it as whatever you want. And then everything else, I just leave it as the default because it doesn't really matter. Cool. While that's happening, I guess we can do Java JDK. So that's like the file that I downloaded from Java. Oh yeah, and Flutter's done. Yeah, so let's do one thing at a time. Okay, Java. Yeah. So this is like the Java installation thing. I'm just gonna keep it at default. You can change it wherever you want, and then that will do its thing as well. Hopefully. Anyway. So yeah, this is Flutter Docker. This is basically what you run whenever you're trying to make sure like Flutter is updated and everything. So here it's telling me like, yeah, I have the latest version. I have Chrome, I have VS Code, I have 2 devices connected, which is like, probably just ignore that for me in my case, but yeah. and then Android Studio not installed, which, yeah, that makes sense. There's also this, but this we're gonna deal with that once we install Android Studio, so don't worry about that. And then Git should be done. Git is done. Okay. And Java's doing its thing. Cool. Any questions so far?
What version of Flutter?
Honestly, I'm just using the stable, which is like 2.2.2.
Okay.
Yeah. If we do need to change our Flutter version, right? I believe you can just run it through the command. I forget what the command was. Oh yeah, I think it's like Flutter upgrade and then or yeah, Flutter channel. Yeah. And you can do like the dev channel. I think there's like there's stable, beta, dev, and master. Most likely the like the most leading edge quote unquote that we would go to would be dev. And that's only if like some package requires it, but I don't think we're gonna use any package that would need that. But yeah. Just download like the whatever is here should be the latest, which is 2.2.2 in this case. Yeah. After that, we can go to Android Studio's installation process. This one's probably going to take a while to do, though.
Did you mention this yet? But does it matter what Android Studio we have, what version? Because I forgot that I already had a copy of it.
Oh, no, I don't think it matters. Since you already have it, though, there's going to be like there's just like one configuration we're going to have to make. So you can probably just open Android Studio. And then I'll go over that configuration. And yeah, I'm going to install it in the normal directory. You can just do it wherever you want and just install it. It's like after this actual installation thing that we have the important stuff. Not exactly important, but yeah, the long stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you should be fine. If you already have it, that's fine. I guess we can also do VS Code in the meantime. Not type. I already downloaded it for my case, but I never use Android Studio. So the reason we're actually not like Android Studio is an IDE, as you can see here. It's like one of the main IDEs used for actually installing Android. The only reason I'm installing it here, since we're using VS Code instead, is because of the Android emulator. It's probably like the easiest way to set up an emulator because it just comes built in. So that's good. Let's start Android Studio. But yeah, I mean, if you want to use Android Studio, go right ahead. I think it has a couple of other cool stuff like this that I never bothered using. Yeah, import settings. I don't have any settings. Yeah. No, I don't want to send stuff to Google. Okay. I'm just gonna hit next and go to custom, only so that I can. Here's where you like. Yeah, this is where you get all your Java JDK stuff and SDKs. Most importantly, get dark mode. And then this is like if you're installing beforehand, right? Like if you haven't installed it already, this is where you want to enable this right here, the Android SDK platform. It doesn't actually get ticked for some reason. I don't know why, but as long as you have the API 30 ticked, which is basically the latest Android version, which they call Android, which is Android 11, but I don't know why they call it API 30. But yeah, you can pick wherever you want to install the location as well. So click that, click next, and finish, and it should do all of its stuff. Yeah. So you want to go to go to plugins. I think it's like under tools if you open like the big thing. Maybe, I don't know. Or you can probably just search plugins. In there we want to download Flutter, or sorry, install Flutter. And when you install Flutter, it's going to install the Dart plugin automatically. Those are going to be yeah. That's one thing we need to do, and then just restart your IDE.
Okay.
And then the other thing is we'd have to go to, I think it's SDK manager. Yeah. So once you like restart your IDE with like after getting the plugin, you go to SDK manager. And then in here you want to go to SDK tools, and there's this thing called Android SDK Android SDK command line tools. Just check mark that, hit apply, okay, and like accept and download this stuff.
Okay. Which version? Did you just get the latest one?
Yeah,
4.0?
it should say latest, does it not for you? If you go into SDK tools,
Okay, it does. It gives me like a bunch of options. So I'm
probably
just
just
gonna
go with
get
the latest, I think. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and just install that. Yeah, and you should be. Then we should be able to. We probably have to like restart PowerShell, but then you should be able to where yeah. Okay, and now we can probably do the Flutter, like accept the Flutter stuff. So yeah, run Flutter Docker. What? Flutter Docker. Okay. And then yeah. Yeah, so it says like some Android licenses are not accepted. Run this. I'm just gonna copy and paste that into PowerShell. Oh yeah, but if I didn't say it before, you can use like CMD or PowerShell. It doesn't really matter which one you use. I'm just using this terminal app that's quite common. Run that and you should be able to accept. Yeah, so you just hit Y for everything to accept all of them. And then we're done. Yeah, I think by default you already have one. Yeah, we have one already by default. So yeah, you can close Android Studio. We don't need that anymore. And all we need now is just this. So just open a folder. If you want to use Android Studio, you're ready to go. Like you should be able to run any Flutter thing because we already did like the Flutter plugins. If you plan on using Visual Studio, which is what I'm doing here.
You forgot extensions, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over that right now. Yeah. So there are a couple of extensions we need. One is obviously Flutter, right? And then once you install Flutter, it also installs Dart, I believe, automatically. There are a couple others I would recommend doing as well. Probably go over that in a bit. Yeah, so just like 4cube thing, that's for extensions. Install Flutter, that one. And then I have this, which is the awesome Flutter snippets. Those are really nice. I like them. Can't remember the other ones off the top of my head, so I'll go over the rest of the good stuff afterwards. That you should probably get. Cool. So once you have like Flutter, the plugin installed in VS Code, what you should be able to do is pressing Control-Shift-P to like open this command thing. You do like Flutter. Yep, there you go. So you can create a new application, module, package, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do an application and let's do it in here. And let's just kind of text. Oh, right, that makes sense. There's a workshop. And Flutter will basically do everything for you. It'll make all of your, yeah, I'd use the recommended things for VS Code, recommend settings. Okay. And Flutter, this is it. You're done. You have a working Flutter app already. It makes everything for you. If you want to run your, we're going to wait a bit for the analyzing to finish, but if you want to run your emulator and like test the app, you can test it right now as soon as you do this. Look at the bottom right here. If it says Chrome like it does for me, you don't want that. So click on this and it should tell you like what do you want to use to test. So we want to start this mobile emulator. Might be called something different for you, but I think it's usually, this is just like the default name. So you click on that and it should start the emulator. I probably do not want to start that crap. Okay. So let that start for you. And then you hit F5 and that should start the debug process and you'll be able to basically run the app.